Jai Hind, my name is Aditya Rao. Today I'm going to speak on the topic how to communicate efficiently. So this slide has been made by the effort of Squadron Thunderbirds. Now, basically what is effective communication? Effective communication is about more than just exchanging information. It's about understanding the emotions and intentions behind. Effective communication sounds like it should be in intensity the information. For many of us, communicating more clearly and effectively requires learning some important skills. Whether you are trying to improve communication with your spouse, kids, boss, or co-workers, learning these skills can deepen your connection to others, build greater trust and respect, and improve teamwork, problem solving, and your overall social and emotional health. Now, what's stopping you from communicating effectively? The first point is that stress and out of control emotion. See, at various times when you are speaking in front of peoples, a lot of people, or suppose you are speaking in a program or function, at that time, stress feeling, then loss of confidence, this such types of feeling comes. So at that time, when you are speaking, your speaking is being disturbed, and when you are stressed or emotionally overwhelmed, you are more likely to misread other people, send confusing or outputting non-verbal signals. Now see, your point is said that you are more likely to mislead read other people. So it means that, suppose if you want to go in defense forces, and at the time of communication, you are being stressed and out of control of emotion. At that time, if you have to send an important message, so if you control the stress and emotions, so at that time only you can send the correct signal which you have to send. Otherwise you will send misread or wrong signal. Then second one comes lack of focus. So while lack of focus comes due to stress and the previous one only, you can't communicate efficiently when you are multitasking. If you are checking your phone, planning what you are going to say next, or daydreaming, you are almost certain to miss nonverbal cues in the conversation. To communicate efficiently, you need to avoid distractions and stay focused. Now, if you now only when I was saying, if you notice that before some moment I was being paused for literally 5 to 10 seconds. Now, why I was being paused? That was due to a message came in front of my laptop regarding low battery. So at that time I was being distracted. So while I was speaking, uh, my I was being distracted. That was because of lack of focus. So next slide, please. Then is inconsistency body language. Non-verbal communication should reinforce what is being said, not contradict it. If you say one thing but your body language says something else, your listener will likely feel that you are being dishonest. For example, you can't say yes while shaking your hand no. So this is an example. Then how can you communicate efficiently? So first you have to speak in front of mirror every day for practice. So if you are preparing for SSB, then every day you should try to speak in front of mirror, or try to do presentations on laptop, computer respectively, what is available to you, and try to record what are you speaking in front of mirror, or what are you presenting. So what will happen, when at any time, or after the recording, you can see that what gestures of mine were mistaking, or at what place should I increase the voice, at what place should I be a little bit normal, so that you will understand on your own only, when you are uh, when you are trying to read that or trying to recall that. Yes, sir. Now, the previous. So, we were talking about how can you communicate efficient. So at this time, start reading newspaper articles and other informative things. Now, suppose if you took a topic from the newspaper regarding current affairs, like should we ban firecrackers or not? So at this time, you will start researching on it, and you will try to uh, the research what you have done. Either you will try to do presentation on it using Microsoft PowerPoint in the computer or laptop, or you will just write down in the notebook, revise it, and speak in front of mirror and then record. So this will also help you for improving your communication. Then start taking part in debates and group discussion. This is a means very basically great thing if you are taking part in debates and group discussion, because in it communication skill is been used a lot. Then why do we need to increase our communication skill? Now this question might be asking or might be roaming in your mind, that why do we need to increase our communication skill? See, basically, communication skills are required most in defense forces. And if you are weak in communication skill, you won't be able to give order. And even you give order, your followers or your teammates won't be able to understand. See, if your communication skill is only not strong at the time of war situation, or at the time of any difficult situation, if you have to suppose by chance a time comes when you have to give signals to your teammates, so at that time if you are lacking in communication skill, you will fall, or it will be a problem for you. And then communication skills are used in SSB. See, when you go for NDA, SSB, or any other defense related SSB, basically in every field or every test, communication skills are been tested by somewhat use only. Now, if you take an example, see, communication skills are used in SSB at the time of narrating PP and DT. So on the very first day, you are given two tests, that is official intelligence rating and PPDT. So in the second test, that is PPNDT, picture prescription description test, you are been given stories and that you have to narrate. So at the time also, your communication skill has been mostly checked, and the qualities are means different part, but major part is communication skills. Also at the time of GD, that is group discussion, uh, when you do a discussion with your group, there is an interviewing officer sitting there. He notices your gesture, body language, communication skills, and all that which comes under communication skill. Then comes lecturate. Then third one, interview. In interview, basically the interviewer checks our communication skill, how we the way of our talking, are we going under stress or not. So basically these are the points which are been seen also at all the group tasks, and at the last in all the psychological test series. Now how the psychological test series, at the time of thematic appreciation test, that we call that, again you have to write stories. At that time also communication skill comes. Now there is one point, that see, communication, we know the meaning of communication, that is to communicate with each other. Now what are the skill, what is been included in it? See, first one is that communication skill, that you will speak fluently. Second one is that uh, you will not go under stress while speaking. Third one, you will make and proper eye contact. Fourth one, your body language or body gestures should be correct. Also, fifth one, the main point comes is that you should have a proper focus on what you are speaking. So these 5 points comes under communication skill. Thank you. This was presentation by Squadron Thunderbirds.